Have you ever wanted to run a desktop operating system on your iPad, or at least run one in a virtual machine, but couldn't do so just because Apple said so? Well, guess what? Now you can, because virtual machine apps are now on the App Store. Whee! An app called UTM SE has recently dropped on the App Store, which advertises itself as an app to play retro PC games, but pretty much you can just run an entire operating system on here, no problems. You can run Windows, Mac OS, Linux, all of the ones. Well, not all of them, of course. Now, as far as I know, there are some limitations with the app. For example, the amount of RAM that your iPad has. I have an iPad Pro 2018, but it only has 4GB of RAM, so I'm not really going to be able to run operating systems on there that are that new. I've mostly been playing around with Windows XP on this thing, but if you got one of the latest and greatest iPads, just go right ahead. You can run some cool stuff on here, I guess. I don't know, I haven't tried it or seen anyone run like Windows 11 or macOS Sonoma on this thing yet. Also, when it comes to RAM, a single app can't fully utilize all the RAM on your system because Apple has set limits on how much a single app can use. If the app exceeds it, then the app is killed. Thanks iOS and Apple. But yeah, speaking of which, running Windows XP on my iPad Pro 2018, it's been great. Honestly, I like it. It's been running pretty well. Well, you'd hope so for an operating system from 2001. Oh, look at that. That sound coming out of an iPad. And here we are, we're pretty much running Windows XP natively on our iPad. Well, not natively, but we're running a virtual machine natively on our iPad, which we couldn't take for granted not too long ago. You can control it with your finger like a trackpad, but honestly, using the Apple Pencil makes it feel like using one of those Windows XP tablets from back in the day. And yeah, you can just navigate around the operating system, draw some stuff, play some games, like it's a real computer. It's actually pretty damn responsive, look at that. Not really much delay in that. It's pretty good. I highly doubt there's pressure sensitivity support, so if I would install like Photoshop CS2 on here. You know what? That's probably a really good use case for this. Say I had a newer iPad and I was able to install Windows 10, I could probably just install the desktop version of Office, Photoshop. Like genuinely, the possibilities with this is actually pretty damn decent and makes the iPad an actual computer. Finally. Ah, yes. But yeah, it runs just beautifully. This came way too late. I'm just gonna say that straight up. They should have allowed stuff like this ages ago. So that's pretty cool. Apple won't let you run macOS on an iPad? Well, now you can. So, suck on that, Apple. It's honestly kind of interesting how much Apple's been like letting up on this sort of stuff recently. Emulators have been banned on the App Store for a really long time, and now the floodgates have just been open, and now you're just allowed to emulate games on your Apple devices. It's honestly pretty cool and very refreshing to see. I'm a big fan of this. And that's pretty much all I want to say. This is my attempt at a slop video. Just a tech news slop video, just to see if I can make videos like this more often, because why not?